Recently, I had a sporting customer call and want to know if there was an easy way to move down through the sequence of targets, having noticed that when you open the target window in this particular layout called low-high pairs, there are 9 different target possibilities that the shooter could select. And of course, if you select any one of these, like for instance the crossers high, and hit the start button, now I'm going to continue to get crossers high until I decide to go up here and make a change. So the question really is there a way of automatically moving through these targets? And the answer is yes. If you click on round, then what's going to happen is your very first target that you're going to be seeing is the left high. Then it's going to move on to left low, then on to left double, onto right high, and all the way down through the sequence. There is one other thing that can change this. When the person who created this particular layout, called low-high pairs, when they created it, they had the choice of saying how many times they wanted to repeat each one of these targets, if indeed they wanted to repeat them. If you do not have the Course Designer, there's no way for you to find that out other than clicking round and beginning to shoot and taking note of how many times, for instance, you would shoot left high before it moved on to left low. If you have the Course Designer, we can find that out in a hurry. So let me show you how I would do that. I would come up here and click on File. Then I would click on Layouts. And then I would find this layout. In this case, it was called Sporting Low-High Pair. And when I click on that, if you notice down here in the bottom, because I do have a Course Designer on this particular product, if I click on Edit and give the Course Designer a moment to open up, notice over here on the left-hand side, I have this target list of 9 different types of targets. And down here in the bottom, it says round. And you can see that, for instance, when you click round, you are going to see 5 iterations of the left high before it moves on to left low. And then you're going to see 5 iterations of that before you move on to the left doubles. These don't all have to be the same. The person who designed this could come in here and make one of these just once that you're going to see it, another one seeing it 4 times, the next one seeing it 2. In this particular case, this layout I'm showing you, each one of the 9 targets are going to be repeated 5 times, meaning that you're going to take 45 shots before you complete the sequence of 1 round. Now I'm going to go back to the original layout here. So now let's review that one more time. On any sporting layout, you can come up here and first of all click and open the window. And then you'll find out how many target combinations there are, and in this case there's 9. We've learned that each one of these is going to have 5 iterations if you choose round. So when I click round, and that's what's in the window, when I hit start at this point now, I'm going to see 5 targets that are left high. And notice down here in the scorecard area, you see the list of the potential targets. And when you start shooting on the scorecard here, the first shot is going to be registered here, the second shot to the right, the third shot to the right of that. And after having taken 5 shots, it's going to move down to left low, and you're going to take 5 shots. It all depends upon who created the layout that you're shooting. And if you have Course Designer and want to make those changes to something that fits your requirements much better, then you can make those. Well, I hope that helps you.